Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Grave Visitations here. So today I'm in Maynooth College Cemetery, and it was founded, the college, in 1795, and the first person to be buried here in the cemetery was Reverend Francis Power in 1817. So we'll go inside and have a look around the college cemetery, and I believe there's a beautiful mausoleum in here and very notable graves. So here, guys, we have a mausoleum, and it's the mausoleum and final resting place of Owen O'Growney, Father Eugene O'growney. He was a priest, scholar, writer, professor and major figure in the revival of the Irish language. So he was born and received his early education at Athy, County Meath. So from 1876 to 1889 he was a student at St. Finian's Seminary, then at Navan and St. Patrick's College in Maynooth. He was ordained a priest and assigned as curate to Ballinaccarrigy Parish, County Westmeath. Professor of Irish at Maynooth, promoter of the Irish language revival, co-founder of the Gaelic League, author of Simple Lessons in Irish. Resigned because of ill health and went to America, and he lived in San Francisco, California, Phoenix, Prescott, Yuma, Arizona, Los Angeles, California. And Father Eugene died at Sisters Hospital, Los Angeles, age 36. His remains were brought back to Ireland and interred here in an event that was attended by thousands, and he was reinterred in this mausoleum in 1905. So Father Eugene passed away in 1899 in California, as I was saying, and he was brought back here to Maynooth College and reinterred in this beautiful mausoleum in 1905. So we'll go and have a look at the mausoleum here of Father Eugene. So this man really had a lot to do with the Irish Gaelic language and travelled as far as California. And as you can see there, the door of the mausoleum is blocked up with this kind of plastic kind of covering over there, so it's not possible to have a look inside. So it's a stone roof. You just see the little windows on it there. Small style mausoleum that houses the remains of the priest. So he was buried, imagine, in California, and brought back from California all the way to this college here in Maynooth in County Kildare, and reinterred in this beautiful little mausoleum they made here. So that's the story, guys, of Father Eugene and his very interesting life and his connection to the Gaelic language, the Irish language. So here we have the final resting place of this beautiful Celtic cross, and this is the final resting place of Father Nicholas Callan, who was a priest, a scholar, teacher and inventor of the electrical induction coil. He was born in 1799 and passed away in 1864. He developed the concept of the self-activating dynamo by moving magnets in a pattern. He created electrical current independently of a fixed source and used this current to power a small motorized unit around his laboratory, in effect producing an early electric vehicle. In 1853 he developed a lead tin mix that served as a galvanizing agent to counter the effects of damp on his equipment, an innovation for which he received a patent. Around 1854 to 55 he developed the Maynooth battery, refining it to a simple single fuel cell in a cast iron container with an acid solution. He linked 577 of these units to create a massive power source that, when connected to an electromagnet, could lift up 2 tons. He died at Maynooth of natural causes on the 10th of January, aged 64 years and 18 days. So another interesting man here, Father Nicholas Joseph Callan, who was an inventor and had a very, very important role to play. And Father Nicholas was ordained a priest at age 23, despite a provision in a family will that he would not inherit property if he became a priest before he was 26 years old. Wow. He studied theology at the University of Rome, awarded Doctorate of Divinity in 1826, and continued his interest in the sciences, becoming familiar with the work of the great Italian physicist Galvani and Volta. He was appointed Professor of Natural Philosophy at Maynooth, a position he would occupy for almost 40 years. So he developed the first induction coil following the early innovations of Sturgeon, electromagnet, 1825, and Faraday, electromagnetic induction, in 1831. Using 2 coils of wire, one thick and one was thin, wrapped in opposing directions around a metal core, he interrupted an electrical current in the first coil to produce current in the second, resulting in sparks up to 15 inches high and with 600,000 volts in power. So a very interesting man, Father Nicholas Joseph Callan, an inventor, and I'm sure his work was used a lot after his passing. So we'll go around and we'll read a couple of interesting inscriptions. We have this beautiful one here. Joseph Behan. 1850, it says down here, the 5th of August 1850, and that inscription, I think, there could be in Latin actually. That's the back of the grave there. So there's a lot of priests buried here, and I believe the students from the college that are buried here also. These monuments here are lovely. stone monuments. Look at the design on those. So buried here is Reverend Jacobi Hughes. And as you can see, a lot of that writing is in Latin, it looks like to me. I do see 15 Annos Decani. So if anybody can understand Latin, they will be able to read that and comment underneath the video. So there's a lot of black crosses here. Some beautiful stone design graves. This one here is like a tabletop design on this. A lovely wrought iron railing around this one here. Reverend Michael, it says on that, just inside. So it's very, very hard, guys, to read some of these because I don't understand Latin one bit. So if anybody understands the Latin language, you will be able to understand that. Unfortunately, I don't. Now some of these here we can read. As you can see up against the wall, there's a couple of black crosses, and I think these might be actually students that are buried here. I'm not quite sure. Michael McBride, for 54 years a devoted servant, a faithful and just steward, who died at St. Patrick's College, Maynooth on June the 4th, 1945, aged 72. So Michael was a servant here, a steward in the college. Bernard Gill, for many years faithfully served the college, and he died in 1949, aged 75. So these would have been all, I suppose, could have been like ground workers, caretakers of the college, you know, who wanted to be buried in the grounds of the college here in Maynooth. Pray for the soul of Patrick Chambers, a devoted servant here also, who died in 1959. This one here we have Lean Green, assistant bursar of the college, 1973 to 1992. He died on the 26th of February 2000. Morris Dunn, late of Tralee in County Kerry, gardener and gentleman, died the 29th of April 2009, aged 70. So there we have, I was just saying earlier, these people are probably groundskeepers and maintenance men, and all had a part to play in the upkeep of the college here, and were buried here. Number of Celtic crosses here, and it's not a very big cemetery. There's a number of graves, but not that much. Francisco Lennon, is buried here. And you can just see from here the amount of Celtic crosses that are here. Now we have a stone slab here. R.D. Joannes McMacken, 1906 to 1988. And you see 1988 there, 22nd of December. So a lot of these, you know, they're all Latin, and I just can't read Latin, unfortunately. So these all over on the other side here, we have Rodolphi Lynch. It's buried here. And I'm sure these were all priests, because Maynooth College here is a college for priests. So priests would come here to be taught into the priesthood and trained to become a priest in the college here, and then of course eventually be ordained a priest. And these look like these are kind of newer headstones here. Reverend Donald Daly, the 14th of December he was born and died 22nd of August, and that's like Roman numerals on that. And you can just see there St. Patrick's College, Maynooth. Here we have Enda MacDonagh, professor, born in 1930 and passed away in 2021. And just down in the corner here, guys, there's one on its own in the corner here. And it says, "Pray for the repose of the soul of Sister Mary Joseph Fleming, Presentation Sister, Maynooth Convent, professed in religion 3rd of August 1827, and she died on the 27th of August 1827. So an old grave there, 1827. Sister Mary Joseph Fleming. So that's a better view of St. Patrick's Cemetery here in Maynooth. And there's that gate. I came in there. So as you can see, we did visit two very important graves. We did visit two very important graves here today. A man who invented the induction coil, and another man who died, a priest in California, and had a lot to do with the Irish language, as I was saying, brought back to Ireland and reinterred in 1905 in that beautiful mausoleum over there. So this is the college area here. This is Maynooth campus, and it's a beautiful building, architecture, and look at that. And I think there's a church in there, so I'm not sure, but I'll go in and have a look, and if there's a church there, I'll show you the inside of that. But the grounds are beautiful here in this campus. So as I was saying, this would be probably dorms here where priests would be. So priests would stay here, you know, in these dorms, and they would be trained to become a priest and eventually be ordained. So we'll take you down this direction here, and we'll have a look at the beautiful grounds in the college. And those old buildings there are covered in that old lovely red ivy. Really gives it a more beautiful feature to it. So I think I'll wrap it up there, guys, and the light is kind of in my eyes as I leave. So on that note, thanks for watching the video. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, hit the notification bell and subscribe to the channel for more interesting videos around Ireland, the UK. I travel around as far as I can go. So if you like the video, guys, please follow me, and I'll talk to you all again very, very soon. So take care. God bless everybody. From me here in Maynooth, County Kildare.